Mighty
So
God.
I know what history has proven that God has never lost a battle. We may not see God in the times that we want to see God. We may not feel like God has came through when we needed him to come through, but God is always on time. He is never late. He has never failed, nor will he lose a battle. No matter what you are going through in your life, remember that God has not failed. This morning I was reading Matthew and 1, and when I was reading Matthew and 1, God just gave me something this morning. He chose us. He chose you and he chose me. And I was reading, and it's 4 women that just came to mind. Tamar, Rahab, Ruth, and Bathsheba. One of them had an affair. One of them was a prostitute. One of them lied. One of them was adulterous. None of them were perfect. None of them were perfect princesses or perfect women in God's eyes. They were 4 broken women, and yet God chose these women to be, chose these women to be grandmothers in Jesus' family tree. He crowned them with grace and love. They were queens for his kingdom. So today, no matter what you're going through, you may feel broken. You may feel like an outsider. You may feel like you may feel like a has-been, a never-been. You may feel weary, like you've been taken advantage of or being unnoticed, uncherished, or unappreciated. Like sometimes you don't fit in. Like you don't even know whether you should keep going or whether to believe or whether to give up or to keep going or what to do. And yet God still chose you. He still chose you. He grafts you into his line, into his story, into his heart. And he gives you his name, his lineage, and his righteousness. He calls you his very own.
Yeah.
I'm going to say again, history shows that God always comes through.
Yeah.
God always comes through. There is never a time. There never will be a time. God will always come through.
Yeah.
No matter how it looks, God will come through. Even if it's in the midnight hour, God is going to come through. Even when you don't know how your rent is going to be paid, God is going to come through. Even when you don't know which way to turn, God is going to come through.
Yeah.
Even when you don't know what to do, God is going to come through. Surrender and wait on the Lord. He is always on time.
Yeah.
Amen.